We wanted to get together to talk business.
Hello and welcome to Superstars Writing Seminars live stream. My name is Mark Leslie Lefebvre, and I'm honored to have in the virtual Superstars studios with me. Say that 3 times fast. I have Kerrie and Kerrie. Say that 2 times fast. Kerrie and Kerrie. Kerrie Flanagan and Cary Bergeron from CraveBooks. Welcome, Kerries.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
No relation, not even spelled the same way. All right,
Nope.
So Kerrie, either one of you, what is CraveBooks and why is it important for authors to know a little bit something about CraveBooks?
Sure. So CraveBooks is an author marketing platform. Publishers use it as well, and it's really a one-stop shop, do-it-yourself platform for authors to upload their book data, metadata, images, and then select promos that they want across dozens of different channels and options we have in the platform, everything from email to pay-per-click and social and beyond.
Okay, so it's basically when I'm looking to do price promos and I'm looking to partner with someone who can help me get some, I guess, get in front of the right people who are looking for that kind of stuff that I'm writing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, as an author myself, that's why I just love how easy the platform is. It gets you in front of new readers. Once my book information is added into the platform, it stays there. So when I want to run another promotion, I just go in, choose the book, choose the dates, and I can do that in a couple of minutes and choose multiple promotions. And that's what I really love about the CraveBooks system.
So as an author myself, one of the things I loved about it was it's like going to like a hot dog stand where there's one choice. You want a hot dog? What do you want on a hot dog? That's it. You go to CraveBooks and you're going to a buffet because you can choose based on so many, like there's filters, right? By genre, there's filters by type of promo. And then you have, I haven't even counted how many different, so I can go in and in one transaction, I can select different promos and I can do promo stacking, which is an activity I like to do.
Mm-hmm.
I can space them out as well. Can you talk a little bit about how that looks when the author comes in?
Yeah, sure. You want to take that one, Kerrie, or you want me to?
Okay, I have no problem.
You do a lot of the stacking on the author side with the promos, so
Right.
Go for it.
So Mark, yeah, we have, I think, over 20 daily deal newsletter lists on the site currently. So each list has its own set of readers who have signed up to be part of that list. And as you said, some are genre specific, others are not. And with those, most of them, you can put whatever price you want in there. So if you are wanting to leave it at full price and get it in front of new readers, that's fine. So we're not required on most of the lists that you have to drop it down. So that's helpful because we have different goals as authors when we do promotions. Sometimes it's to get in front of new readers and get that exposure. Other times we want more sales. So maybe we drop that price to $1.99 or 99 cents. And then we also have Facebook pay-per-click campaigns where we put together the graphics and run that Facebook campaign. We have social media campaigns and we are building up our influencers. So we're trying to get more influencers that we can use their platform that's already built up. And then as an author, when you go in, you pick, like I said, you pick that book and you can pick all these promotions, pick the dates for each one in one transaction and then be done with it, which is amazing and saves us so much time as authors.
Right. And to add to that a little bit, you know, on the stacking portion, you can select email lists to stack to, right, and ramp up like authors are familiar with. But then you can overlay that with a custom Facebook campaign as well. So we can run the Facebook campaign the same time you're running the stacks, and even a giveaway or a social media post. So we can kind of layer those all in together over a week or 30 days or however long the authors are looking to do that. Yep.
Right. And what I like to do as well is, like, if I'm doing a sale, I will do a CraveBooks promotion on Tuesday and a Nebula on Wednesday, a different one on Thursday, so that I can see which one is most effective for my particular book. Yeah, and you can do those every 30 days for each list. So I usually do them every 6 to 8 weeks, because obviously you don't want to hit it too often, but they seem to work.
Well, I kind of like that idea, because you go in, you pick your book, you're selecting your days, and as you choose the different platforms, you mentioned Nebula Books, CraveBooks, obviously the big one, the one that you guys run, but then there's all the ones that you have partnerships with, and then you can go and see, is it free on those days? Like, it's not free, of course, but is there an open spot for that subject genre, for that target, for that day? And then you can plan it out. What I always do is I go in and I've got a whiteboard on the wall in front of my computer, and I make a note of, okay, my price drop starts on the 10th and it ends on the 20th. So I have those 10 days where I may want to stack the promos. Can we talk a little bit about the strategy and why you may want to stack promos? Kerrie, you mentioned that you want to measure one against the other, right? And so you set them on separate days, then you have an idea of measuring them. But are there reasons why authors may want to stack promos?
Absolutely. Because when I put in my book data, I choose which sales platform. So I can choose a Kobo link, Apple, Amazon, whichever links I want to drive readers to. And as we know, the more readers that we can send to a platform, the better the algorithm does, the more our books get noticed. So if I can do that, every day for 5 days, and I'm constantly sending traffic to those platforms, it's definitely going to help bring me up in the rankings and get in front of more people. So that's my strategy.
Yeah, I think there's also the algorithms tend to reward patterns rather than one-day spikes. So getting a lot of traffic on one day is great, but what goes up fast comes down even faster sometimes. So sometimes having that repeated drumbeat of the pattern of, hey, I'm getting some sales today, and then the next day, and then the next day, and then the next day helps buoy those rankings and keep them higher for longer, or at least that's been my experience.
Yes, mine too.
For sure.
So, and then you have a dashboard, right? So if I put a title in, I load a title, and I've got my Amazon link, my Kobo link, my Google link, Apple link, Barnes & Noble. Are there other links that you guys also accept?
Yeah, we accept print. So if you're selling your book, print anywhere, and we also have audio links you can put.
Print and audio as well. Okay, I didn't even notice that last time I was in there.
You're going to have to fix that.
I know. So the authors, we don't really pay attention, right? We go in, we do what we're doing, and we just kind of skip everything else. But and that was the thing. So Kerrie, you mentioned sometimes you just want to get the book, maybe a new release in front of people, but you don't want to do a price drop. I didn't even know that was an option.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Right. Because sometimes when I'm launching a book, for my co-author and I, we've just decided that we are not rolling it out at 99 cents, any new launch. It's a brand new book. People can afford the $4.99 or whatever it is. So we just want to get it out there in front of as many people. So if I have 10 sales at $4.99 instead of 20 at 99 cents, to me, that's a win. So
it's a huge win, because you're making way more money on that.
Exactly. Right.
Oh, wow.
And you got to look at your goals as an author. So if your goal is to make more money, you may not have as many sales, but in the long run, you will make more money. So it really depends on what the goals are. I do both. I mean, there are times I do sales and then do a bunch of promo stacking, but
wow,
just depends.
I mean, I just had a new release come out this month, and I'm thinking I don't want to do a price drop yet, but
Exactly.
I can go and look for the platforms that allow me to just have a full price new release.
Yep.
Ooh, going to be doing. Guess what I'm doing after we get off the call here. Okay, so the pricing obviously is gonna depend on what you choose, right? If I choose a pay-per-click campaign with Facebook, that's going to be different than a CraveBooks promo, and then I imagine the pricing is different for free books versus priced books, et cetera. Is that how that works?
Yeah, yeah. So we have really pricing and options for all levels and all authors. Everything from $5 social media posts up to newsletter takeovers, if you will. So those are a few $100s for taking over the whole newsletter and sending it out. So, and then a lot of the email lists will have certain upgrades to them as well. So if you're running a promo on CraveBooks, and you might be able to buy the top of the newsletter spot as well. That sells out pretty regularly, but you can bump your book up to the top. So there's some really nice options, and you can really refine what you want in there without having to. You can spend really as little or as much as you want when you come through.
And the lists are priced based on how many readers are on that list. So there's some lists that are very niche. So children, so it may only have a couple thousand on there, but it's a very targeted list, and it's $9 right now because of the size of the list. So that varies based on the size.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And so in my dashboard, I've got my titles. I've listed a title and I've included all the major retailer links, etc. If I go back 6 to 8 weeks later and I want to run a promo on that book again, all the data is there, right? I don't have to enter it again.
Correct. It is all there, which makes it so easy.
That is so valuable. And you have so there's also an author. Is there an author profile there? Like, how does that work?
Yeah. So you can have a profile where you can put your picture, a logo, you can put your bio, anything you want on there, because you have a book page. You'll have an author page, which highlights your bio and then it shows all your books. So with the newsletter, it will drive the readers to your page. So then they can choose, do they want, the print, the ebook, the audio, and then they can see what else you have going on.
And then for authors who maybe want to take advantage of this tool on a regular basis, do you have any sort of loyalty program or a program where you can say, hey, I know I'm going to be using this a lot. Are there particular memberships that you have available?
Yeah, there are. We have kind of 3 different levels. Any author can come in and sign up for a silver account, if you will. And that's a free account. They can create their author profile page. They can do an interview. They can run all the promotions just like they would normally. And then we have gold and platinum member levels that open up various options for them as well. So I think at the platinum level, you can put in reader magnets. You can customize your banner on your author page. You get discounts on promotions on the site. So at the platinum level, you'll then get a 10% discount on the promotions that CraveBooks owns and operates. And a bunch of cool stuff. We provide stats. So your author profile on the gold and platinum memberships are put in premium placements across our site and our network. And so we track the clicks and impressions on all of those, and those are displayed on your author dashboard as well on the gold and platinum levels. So if you are promoting consistently once a month or more, I would say those are a great option. And we actually have a lot of authors who just use those for kind of a marketing on autopilot, if you will, because they create their account, they put all their books up there, and then we're sending a bunch more organic traffic to the gold and platinum authors because they're paying for that membership service. And so again, we put them in the premium placement slots. So if a reader comes to our site and they're searching for mystery books, then those membership authors get placed at the top under mystery books. That's just one example. So they're really good to use if you're running promotions all the time, or just want to get a steady stream of followers and exposure. Yep.
And then and Kerrie mentioned the reader magnets. So you can have, if you have a free book or if you have a free short story you're using to collect emails, if you're a gold or platinum member, you can have that on our site, and you can integrate those email collections with MailChimp and MailerLite right now, which is great. So that you don't have to worry about having to come into your dashboard, upload the CSV, and then put it into your email service provider. And yeah, and your reader magnet will have its own page. And then we also feature all the free books on its own page as well. And we will occasionally run Facebook ads that are going to that free page. So that's just a bonus that, that if you have the reader magnet there, you're going to get that extra boost from us.
Wow, I didn't even realize. Again, I've been using the tools, but not really paying attention to all the extra bells and whistles that come with it. All those extra toppings that are available at this buffet. There's other bonuses though, right? For don't you guys have something coming up, which is isn't it a bonus for platinum?
Oh, yes. Sorry. It's like, oh, what do we have coming up? Yes, our Book Ninja Summit. And if you're a platinum member, you get an annual platinum member, because with our memberships, you can pay monthly or pay annually. So if you're an annual member, you get the Book Ninja Summit for free, which is an online book marketing conference where we bring in amazing speakers like Mark Leslie Lefebvre and other speakers. Yeah. We have Michael Laron on this one as well. So he's another Superstars alum. And yeah, and it's all about marketing. So 5 different speakers talking about different aspects of book marketing. And so, yeah, we have book launch, how to do a successful book launch, how to build how to become a 6-figure author. What does it take to do that? How to increase your presence online. So I'm so excited about all the speakers that we have. So of course, they want you to become a platinum member, so you get that as part of your membership, and the videos. So you get to the videos as well. And if you're unsure about membership at this time, because our event is May 11th, so it is coming up, the summit is $60, $59 for the day. So to me, that is really inexpensive, considering you get, 5 experts. And if you implement what you learn, then that will help you in the long run for sure. And,
awesome.
And each speaker, is giving all attendees a special bonus. Like, you are giving a free ebook. You are giving your 7 P's of publishing ebook. I mean, that's amazing. So yeah, you get a whole bunch of bonuses. Lots of great content.
And that's coming up. That's May 11th, right?
May 11th.
2024. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Book Ninja Summit.
Yeah. BookNinjaSummit.com. So you said what, $69?
$59.
Oh, $59. I'm Canadian. I translated.
So
$59. You can and you'd have access to all this. Or if you're already an annual platinum member, then that's just a bonus. That's just a perk.
It is. And we just add you automatically. So you don't even have to do anything in addition. We will put you on the list.
Oh, you don't even have to register?
Yeah, we run multiple summits a year. So it's not just the one summit. If you're a platinum member, then you'll get multiple summits throughout the year.
Yeah, I think you guys have already done a summit. I'm pretty sure.
2. This is our 3rd. Yep, this is our 3rd.
Wow. Okay. That is amazing. All right. So what are some strategies that you've seen authors use when it comes to promotions? Because I mean, the biggest challenge, the biggest hang up most authors will say is, I love to write, but to market is to hang my head in despair. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. What do you usually, when an author comes up and is just frustrated, what do you usually recommend that they check out or try?
Oh, all right. I'll jump in. Definitely the daily deals. Honestly, if all you did was the daily deals, like I said, every 6 to 8 weeks on all your books, it doesn't just have to be your new releases, resurrect the backlists. Nobody said you had to leave those just sitting on the shelf. So market all the books through the daily deals and get that in front of new readers. And there are times where I will do the whole series, like on Monday, I'll do the first book in a series. On Tuesday, I'll do the second book, and I just show all of them. But why not? To me, as long as you keep marketing a book, you can keep selling it because it's always new to the person who just found it. Even if it's been out for 5 or 6 years, it doesn't matter. So that is definitely a way to, and easy to start. Like, all right, I'm going to do daily deal newsletters for the next 3 months and just settle into that. And then, if you want to add something else, maybe you want to start a newsletter, we can help with that too. We have our list building giveaways where, we are giving away a Kindle, usually, not on all of them, and the ebooks of the participating authors to readers. And in exchange, you get the email addresses from those readers. So if you've been wondering if you should start a newsletter, well, this is a great way to do it because for most of our list builders, you get at least 200, if not, and usually way more, emails. So it's much easier to have a list that you roll out and you're like, all right, I have 200 people waiting to hear from me, as opposed to 3, right? Like, it's not a lot of incentive for me. Like, all right, I got 3 people. All right, what can I say? So that's another way you can do that because we all like writing. So that's a way to continue writing and connecting with your readers. And then if you are a gold or platinum member through our site, you're able to connect with the readers as well, which, Mark, maybe you did not know. There's a place in your dashboard where it'll say communication, and you can communicate with your reader. The emails are sent through our system, so you're not getting their emails necessarily, but it goes to them, all your readers. Anybody who follows you on the site, it'll go to them. So if you have a new release, you can send them an email or put a notification that goes to the reader dashboard. So, there are these small things that you can do because it's all about connection. We want to connect with our readers to form those relationships so that when we have new books come out, they think of us first.
Yeah, let me just expand on the follower as part of that. With the gold and platinum members, what we do is we take their author profiles and we put them on our thank you pages, and we put them in our emails that go out. And so we're encouraging our readers to always follow authors. They can follow all the authors actually on any level. It's just gold and platinum then have the ability to communicate with them. So if somebody has 500 followers and they upload a new book and run a promotion through the site, they can also send out a notification through our platform to those 500 saying, I just uploaded this new book. I'm also running a promotion. Come check it out. So that's a way that the author can get their hands on it a little bit more, that connection with the reader. Excuse me. And we're doing some stuff now on our development side to where that is going to be a 2-way communication coming up. We're trying to get that worked out in the future. Right now, it's just one way. It's just kind of like the author making notifications, but we'll have communication the other way in the future.
So you're saying there'd be a way for a fan to reach back out to an author?
Correct.
Wow. Okay. That's new. That's pretty exciting functionality. Sometimes a terrifying functionality too for some authors.
Right. And so part of that would be, authors could turn that on and off if they didn't want to. So it could be overwhelming.
I just want to hide behind my keyboard.
Yeah, it's totally up to the author for sure.
Okay. Wow. I love that. So obviously, like you guys, when did CraveBooks launch?
So we launched in October 2020.
Okay.
Previous to that, we were in development for about 9 to 12 months, and we started CraveBooks because we have 120 titles in our company that we had written over the years, and we had an issue with the ease of which we were promoting online. It was tough. You were going to all these sites, you were submitting all your information all the time. Then if you wanted to go back and promote in 30 days, you generally had to upload and do everything all over again. And we knew that had to have been an easier way. And so we built the platform and launched in October 2020. And it's been going fantastic ever since. We initially launched for indie authors, but then we had publishers coming in and wanting to use the platform for their authors as a publisher. So we built out the publisher side of our platform as well. So those are 2 different accounts with different functionalities on them at this point. And so we just continue to iterate and improve and help as many authors sell as many books as possible. So
I just love the fact that, I mean, it's only been not even 4 full years, and you've already added so many extra layers, so many extra iterations. Now, is that based on obviously your own experience in the industry, but also on listening to authors?
yeah, correct. And authors and publishers, right? So we'll get their feedback. We'll do demos with them. They'll mention a few things. We've done a couple reader and author surveys, and we take that information and put it in our roadmap for what we're doing next quarter or the quarter after or next year. And then on top of that, we have a great team and staff in place who are authors like Kerrie and Brett, and we have some new team members starting who are also in the industry. So they have their own insights as to what we should be doing and how we can make things better. So we take all that knowledge and try to distill it down and try to keep on path, because there's so many things we can do, but we try to put things in place that will move the needle for authors.
Yeah, that is so fantastic. And again, it's probably been, I don't know when the last time was I looked at my CraveBooks dashboard, but I'm learning about these features and going, okay, I got to take advantage of this. Now I got to take advantage of that. Now I got to go take advantage of that. As I said, know what I'm going to be doing the minute we get off of this call.
And then we have some cool new things that I'm so excited about. We're going to launch soon, I would say within the next month, a Kickstarter promotion. So the daily deals, how they work with books, we want to do the same thing for Kickstarter campaigns, where we send these out to readers and we can get readers excited about these campaigns that we as authors are putting together. And I think it's
wow.
Right.
Yeah, you're a reader. Maybe you want access to this.
Exactly. And start educating readers on how exciting Kickstarter is and how they can be part of these exciting, brand new projects that authors have going on. Because one of the things, when I've done Kickstarters is, how do I get new readers? How do I get people aware of what cool thing I'm offering? So we thought, well, what if we did a daily deal type of promotion and get that in front of readers for authors? So that should be coming soon. So watch for that.
Potentially, and I understand these are all dependent upon all kinds of development work, but potentially in the next 30 days or so, right? Wow.
Kerrie?
Correct.
Okay.
Which this guy who has a Kickstarter plan for later this summer is really excited about that one, making another little note here.
Yeah. And then
I'll go ahead, Kerrie.
We're also adding a nonfiction list as well. We've been building that up. I know. There aren't many opportunities, honestly, for nonfiction.
No, that's fantastic to hear, because you're right. Few and far between for nonfiction. And in a lot of cases, there's not a lot of distinction in the different kinds of nonfiction.
Sure.
The different genres of nonfiction, so to speak. It's like generic, but I only want business biographies. No, I only want self-help books. No, I only want diet books or whatever. I only want books for writing. So that's something that I'm very glad as an author of many different kinds of nonfiction. That's great that it's split off, not just nonfiction. I'm hoping it's not going to be nonfiction in general, or at least I'm pleading that you at least have some sort of breakdown.
Yeah, they will be. They're broken down by some genres, essentially. Yeah, and that'll launch with both the nonfiction and Kickstarter will be done by the end of May, and the nonfiction site will launch with about 23,000 to 25,000 readers on it.
Sorry, I'm keeping my mic muted because the printer started up all on its own. A ghost must be printing something to my printer here, so I hope it's not coming through. All right, this is just so amazing. So again, people can go to cravebooks.com. They can so basically you said there's a silver account, which is basically you only pay for any of the promos that you book. Do you still have a dashboard and your titles are still saved?
Yeah, you still have a dashboard, but you won't have access to the like the stats and certain things like that.
Yeah, all the extra bells and whistles, but you can at least use the core functionality of it to test it out and see if that's something for you, right?
Correct. You can add your books. You can do an author interview, I think, at the silver level, and there's some things that you can kind of still take advantage of for sure.
Oh wow,
yeah,
that's amazing. And again, and that's at CraveBooks.com.
Yep.
And Book Ninja Summit, which is a full day of marketing with 5 different experts, all kinds of bells and whistles, $59. Or if you're one of those authors who had the foresight and has the annual platinum membership, you'll have access at bookninjasummit.com. You'll have access automatically, and you do run that multiple times a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Awesome. So Kerrie, thank you so much for joining me here. Any last words of wisdom before we depart?
Please check us out and see how easy it is to use the system and help with your book marketing. And you can always reach out to us if you have questions. Honestly, I'm Kerrie at CraveBooks.com, and well, so is Kerrie. Kerrie and Cary at CraveBooks.com. You can reach out to us with any questions, and we are happy to help.
Yeah, we're happy to do demos as well. And I'll just leave with this. As being an author, building your brand is one of the biggest things you can do. Your email list, and whether you do it through our platform or just be consistent on social media or consistent with writing books, you have to have that consistency and just do it moving forward. And then, mix the things together and get what works for you, because it's all about building your own brand and name around your books.
Awesome. Well, Kerrie, I want to thank you for your words of wisdom, for enlightening us on all kinds of amazing stuff that CraveBooks offers. And thank you so much for being a part of Superstars Writing Seminars.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great afternoon.